The U.S. Justice Department released millions of documents related to the late financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The documents that references Trump also mentions prominent figures like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Howard Lutnick, among others. This disclosure represents the final release mandated by a law enacted last year. More than 3.5 million records have now been made public, including photos and videos. Announcing the release, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said all images of women and girls were removed except those of Epstein's longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is serving a 20-year prison sentence. Epstein died in a New York prison cell in 2019 while awaiting trial for sex trafficking of underage girls. His death, which had been ruled as a suicide, fueled years of conspiracy theories.
Today, we are producing more than 3 million pages, including more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. In total, that means that the department produced approximately 3.5 million pages in compliance with the Act. They include large quantities of commercial pornography and images that were seized from Epstein's devices, but which he did not take or that someone around him did not take. Some of the videos, though, and some of the images do appear to be taken by Mr. Epstein or by others around him.
Files include an FBI-compiled list of sexual assault tips referencing President Trump, many from anonymous or unverified callers. And according to the Department of Justice, investigators followed up on some leads while others were deemed not credible. It calls some claims untrue and sensational. Trump has since denied any wrongdoing. When asked about Trump's influence, Todd Blanche stressed that the White House had no role in deciding what to redact.
My team has certain communications with the White House. Let me just be clear. They had nothing to do with this review. They had no oversight over this review. They did not tell this department how to do our review, what to look for, what to redact.
Among the documents released was a draft email which quotes Epstein alleging extramarital affairs by Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. The Gates Foundation has since denied these claims. Emails released showed friendly exchanges between British billionaire Richard Branson and Epstein, including a 2013 message joking about Epstein's entourage. The files contain numerous mail exchanges between Epstein and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Correspondence discusses travel to Epstein's island and social plans involving Musk and his then-wife. Documents show Prince Andrew invited Epstein to Buckingham Palace in 2010 and even arranged a private dinner during Epstein's London visit. Emails released show Howard Lutnick, now Commerce Secretary, and Epstein discussed meeting on Epstein's Caribbean island in December 2012. Now, several emails also suggested Epstein introduce film producer and New York Giants co-owner Steve Tisch to multiple women. While none of the people named in these excerpts have been accused of wrongdoing in the released documents, they highlight the scale of Epstein's influence. And to give us more details, our correspondent Susan Terani sent us this report from New York.
What we're seeing today might not just be another dump of documents. It's a culmination of a years-long battle over transparency as well as power. The Department of Justice has released over 3 million pages of investigative files, more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images tied to the Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell investigations, the largest yet. But here's the nuance. This release comes after the DOJ missed the December 19th deadline set by the Epstein Files Transparency Act, drawing bipartisan criticism and court pressure, including debates over whether an independent monitor should oversee the entire process after all. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche insists that no materials are being withheld to protect powerful figures. and that redactions were necessary to protect victims and ongoing legal concerns. So the question now is, has the government truly delivered the full transparency the public demanded, or is this another partial answer to a much deeper and still unresolved story? Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.